Are you tired of dealing with pain that just won't go away? You stretch, ice, heat, even take medication, but weeks or months later, it's still there or it keeps coming back. At some point, you start wondering, why isn't this healing? In this video, you'll learn the 3 key milestones that actually determine whether you recover or slowly become someone who's just putting up with it. The best part? You can start working toward them today. Let me challenge something right away. We've been taught this timeline idea, nice and clean, but real recovery looks more like a messy stock market chart. Up, down, plateau, panic, improvement, setback. Here's what most people don't realize. Research consistently shows that about 30 to 50% of musculoskeletal injuries transition into persistent pain patterns, not because tissue didn't heal, but because behavior didn't adapt. That means half of recovery outcomes are influenced by what you do after the injury, not the injury itself. And this is where people accidentally sabotage themselves. Because recovery isn't one event. It's progression through 3 milestones. Miss one and everything slows down. Milestone number 1. Pain stops being information and starts being fear. Let me paint a picture. You bend down to pick something up. You feel a sharp pull. Instantly your brain goes, "Oh, don't do that again." Totally normal. Pain is protective. But here's where it gets really interesting. Your nervous system doesn't just remember injury. It remembers context. So now, sitting feels risky. Twisting feels dangerous. Even thinking about movement creates tension. You're not just healing tissue anymore. You're negotiating with your brain. Now, you might be thinking, but pain means damage, right? Not necessarily. Most soft tissues heal substantially within 6 to 12 weeks. Yet millions of people still hurt months later. Why? Because the brain upgraded from injury protection to threat prediction. Think of it like a smoke alarm. At first, it detects real fire. Later, it goes off when you make toast. Your brain runs a constant cost-benefit analysis. If movement might cause harm, avoid it. And avoidance feels smart in the short term. But avoidance quietly reduces strength, confidence, and movement tolerance, which confirms the brain's fear. It's a feedback loop. Your first milestone is crossed when you stop asking, "Does this hurt?" and start asking, "Is this doable?" That means graded exposure. Move slightly into discomfort, not panic-level pain. Repeat consistently. Show your nervous system evidence of safety. Recovery begins when fear decreases, not when pain disappears. Milestone number 2. When recovery becomes a math problem. People think recovery requires heroic effort. It doesn't. About 20% of behaviors drive 80% of outcomes. Doing exercises 4 to 5 days per week. Walking consistently. Gradually loading tissue. Sleeping adequately. But most people do this pattern instead. Week 1. Highly motivated. Week 2. Busy. Skip sessions. Week 3. Pain returns. Panic. Week 4. Restart from 0. That reset cycle destroys momentum. Recovery rewards consistency, not intensity. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't brush aggressively once a week. You brush lightly, every day. Rehab works the same way. Here's what you can do. Track 3 numbers. How many days you moved this week? Total minutes of loading activity. Sleep hours. Don't chase perfection. Chase averages. Because progress compounds. Milestone number 3, identity shift. This one surprises people the most. Recovery speeds up when you stop thinking like an injured person. Let me explain. Humans protect identity more than comfort. Once someone becomes a person with back problems, they unconsciously reinforce it. They scan for symptoms. They avoid risk. They interpret normal soreness as failure. This is why 2 people with identical injuries recover completely differently. One says, "I'm rebuilding." The other says, "I'm damaged." Same body, different trajectory. This is where it gets really interesting. Studies show expectations strongly predict recovery outcomes. Not positive thinking, expectations. Your brain allocates effort based on predicted success. Your nervous system literally changes investment strategy. Imagine training a rescue dog. If every new environment is treated like danger, the dog stays anxious forever. But gradual exposure teaches safety. Your brain learns the same way. Start saying, I'm in training, not recovering. Training implies growth, progression, capability. Language rewires behavior. Let's zoom out. Recovery changes when 1. Pain stops meaning danger. 2. Consistency beats intensity. 3. Identity shifts from fragile to capable. Miss Milestone 1. Fear limits movement. Miss Milestone 2. Progress never compounds. Miss Milestone 3. Confidence never returns. And here's the frustrating part. Most rehab focuses only on exercises. But exercises without psychology are incomplete. Now you might be thinking, so are you saying pain is all in my head? No, pain is real, but recovery is both biological and behavioral. Tissue healing sets the stage. Behavior determines the ending. Want to start today? Let's get it. Move gently into tolerated discomfort daily. Track consistency, not symptoms. Increase one variable slightly, reps, distance, or load. Reflect on what improved functionally, not pain-wise. You're training your nervous system to trust movement again. Here's what most people don't realize. Recovery isn't slow. You're just measuring it wrong. Progress builds quietly until key thresholds are crossed. And it feels instant, like a switch flipped. But it wasn't instant. You were building momentum the whole time. The goal isn't just getting out of pain. It's getting your life back. And I'll see you in the next one.
This is PT Pete. Catch you next time on It Is What Is.